Hi. Welcome to another episode of the YouTube channel of SolarSystem.Academy. Do you know someone who earns as much money as you want? If so, it means that it is not impossible for you either. You just have to see clearly why he or she has more income and be able to apply it to yourself. Fortunately, this is exactly what will be discussed in this video, but before we get started, let's talk about taking responsibility because most people limit themselves by blaming others for their results. Take responsibility. We cannot say that there is no basis for what they say, since every result is a team effort. In an ideal world, everyone in the team who had something to do with the final result would take responsibility. Unfortunately, this is not such a world. Your life is also the result of teamwork, where the members of the team are your parents, the state, teachers, friends, and many others. It is almost certain that not everyone did their job properly and did not help you fulfill your potential. So you're right when you emphasize the responsibility of others, but this is your life, yours alone, and you're the only one who really cares about its quality. No one else cares about your failure and ineffectiveness, maybe some of them are even happy about it subconsciously. That is why you have to take responsibility. You are not the only one who made mistakes and played a role in getting you into this bad situation. However, you will be the one to correct these mistakes and make things right. So what should you do? Most people think, getting rich is the key to happiness. In fact, the truth is just the opposite. It doesn't mean that money doesn't make you happy, but whoever can be happy in the present moment, regardless of the circumstances, creates wealth much more easily. And anyone who is not happy now, and does not find happiness in the little things, will never be rich, because the road to success is difficult, and anyone who does not enjoy the process starts at a disadvantage in all areas. If you step back with a clear head and look at why someone else has more income, you will see two things: they either know more than you, or they have better brain connections. In the following, we will talk about the latter, since it is the more decisive of the two in terms of your income. This may sound strange, since most people who have not studied the subject too much believe that knowledge is the key to wealth. If that were the case, every graduate would be a millionaire, or, in fact, everyone with an internet connection, since everything is already up on the World Wide Web to build the perfect source of income for you by the end of the day. Right brain connections can mean a lot of things, but let's talk about the two most important qualities. First is self-confidence, and the second is self-control. What means, we know about ourselves that we are able to deal with the obstacles in front of us, and we ignore all disturbing factors that do not take us towards our goal. Confidence. Pay attention to your feelings. While watching this video, do not think of yourself as someone who needs this advice, because then you will identify yourself with someone who needs help, which will have the exact opposite effect. Instead, think of yourself as a perfect individual with infinite potential, and now we breaking one of the chains that hold you back. Because this is the truth, you are already a wonderful and rare person with endless potential, you just have to remove the barriers that hold you back. Every time you feel worthless, remember this. You are able to deal with any size and any type of problem. You have everything that other successful people have and everything you need for the life you want. Believe in yourself. Every road to success has difficult moments, even if you love what you do. These are the moments when doubt catches you. I'm not sure I can do it all the way through, or, is this the right direction, or even worse, I don't think it makes sense anymore. If the road to success is a chain, then these periods are like the weakest links. This is where most people give up. If you want to read more about self-confidence, I recommend the article, "This is How You Become Irresistible," on our website. Self-control. Those moments when you'd rather do something else that gives you momentary satisfaction are just as difficult, but of a different nature. In such cases, you hear the voice in your head while working, "I can still fit in 1 hour of video games, sleep, or one more cigarette or chocolate won't make the situation worse," or tomorrow I will start training so that I can eat as much as I want today, etc. The center of our brain responsible for motivation, the amygdala, is not complicated. It wants what makes you feel good right now and avoids what doesn't. It has learned how to get that good feeling, and it wants to get it as soon as possible at any cost. It doesn't care about the long-term consequences of achieving your goal. This is how addiction develops. People know what they should do to live the life they want, but this system works against them. They start the process but don't finish it. In these difficult moments, they turn back or deviate from the predetermined path. Either because they choose the path of quick gratification, or because they simply lose faith in themselves, or both at the same time. Declare that lack of self-confidence and lack of self-control due to dopamine addiction is the reason why you are not earning as much as you would like. And the worst thing is that the two reinforce each other. The less you believe in yourself, the worse your average well-being is, and the more you crave things that bring instant gratification. Which, if you do, will also harm your self-confidence, since temptation has defeated you again. It's a vicious circle. Developing self-confidence. Direct attempts to develop self-confidence do not really work. If you want more self-confidence, then don't deal with self-confidence itself, but with proving to yourself that you are capable of completing tasks and solving problems. But to prove this to yourself, you first need to start doing a task of a decent size. Yes, it's a vicious cycle that we can break out of if we choose to do the job to the best of our ability. It takes grit and determination. A promise to ourselves that we will do it now. If you approach it this way, you can't do a bad job, and you don't have to wait long for the resulting confidence. This is the only way we can build our self-confidence. Developing self-control. In the Bible, self-discipline is one of the greatest virtues and the basis of all others, such as love, devotion, consideration, forgiveness. There are moments when these are not easy and momentary emotions take us in the wrong direction if we do not have the proper self-control. This swing can sometimes happen to anyone, but it is important for those who regularly do things that harm themselves and those around them, or only hinder them from achieving their goals, to deal with the topic. Last year in America alone, 74,000 people lost their lives due to drug addiction. This is serious. Fortunately, scientists have discovered how the brain forms habits and addictions. When we experience something good, our brain records the path leading to it with the help of the dopamine hormone. It saves the data about the chain of events that gave us that good feeling, and it wants to get it again at any cost. These instincts helped the human race for millions of years ago, but today there are more and more factors that cause a lot of instant gratification. All marketing tools target this instinct. Thus, a person's self-control is much more burdened today than in any previous generation. Let's not blame ourselves for having a hard time resisting this billion-year-old instinct. Your brain wants to get you to do what's good for you now, regardless of what happens later. People who are comfortable with money and money-related activities will almost always become rich, unlike those who are negatively affected by the thought of money because they don't have enough or have other negative experiences with it. They will remain poor, no matter how hard they try. You can't earn much if this program works against you. Getting rich is not just about hard working. Even if you put as much energy into the right process as others, if this system works against you, you're running with the handbrake on. The brain does not know what activity keeps us alive, such as eating, and what kills us, such as smoking. He only knows what feels good and what doesn't. Like in a binary number system, there are only ones and zeros. We can't just eliminate these programs, and that's good because then we'd forget to eat. Our program is very useful if it works well. But then what can we do? The only way is substitution. We teach our brain that the processes that lead us to our goal are the ones that should bring us real joy. And this is not difficult, since all quick pleasures have a slightly bitter taste, which does not give you real transcendental pleasure. If it is difficult to do the processes that bring us closer to our goal, then we need to improve our mood. Because the worse our mood is, the more we desire something that immediately improves our well-being. This is why motivational videos don't work in the long run. Daily meditations or pleasant background music while working, on the other hand, help us concentrate, as they improve our mood. Let's put order in other areas of our lives as well, since the results achieved in different areas of life can also affect our mood. In addition, we need to change our feelings about the specific process. If we want more income, then the activities that result in more income must cause a better feeling than anything that causes instant gratification. Imagine positive things about money. What experiences will you have with it? What immense recognition and respect you will receive from your acquaintances. What a wonderful feeling it will be when you have the money you need in your account. Love money and eliminate all negative feelings about it. The poor get sick when they hear about money, because it reminds them of a lot of debt and how much they had to fight with those around them because of it. This is a big problem because this is how we teach ourselves that money should be avoided from afar because it makes us feel bad. This setting goals process is the essence of self-development books. If you regularly and well create money-related goals, and at the same time associate a lot of positive feelings with it, you will slowly reprogram your brain to deal more and more with money and derive pleasure from it. In addition, we must give up all our hindering habits. Like video games, social media, series, parties. Sometimes we can afford it, but there should not be a stronger motivation to get them than to get money. It is best to treat yourself to any other fun thing after completing a certain task or earning money, if absolutely necessary. But after we really manage to change this in our minds, then nothing else will be needed anymore. In summary, your first task is to find a goal big enough that when you achieve it, it will give you a huge boost to your confidence. Then you identify what you need to do to achieve the goal, and finally, you turn the feelings related to these processes into positive ones and stick to a roadmap. So this was the guide to make as much money as you want. Take the time to understand the steps and then take action. If you do, you'll be amazed at how quickly the money you want appear in your life. I hope you enjoyed the video and found useful information in it. If so, subscribe and hit the notification button. Thank you for your attention, and see you next time.